Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel, My Crypto Teacher. My name is Ida and I am your crypto teacher. Okay, today guys, I am just going to keep it real. I'm going to tell you about all these tragic things that are happening in the crypto market. The crypto market is a hot mess. We've got lawsuits, we've got bankruptcies, we've got thousands of retail investors that have lost billions of dollars. So it's not just one issue. There are several issues that has brought us to this point, that has brought us to this hot mess. And so I'm just going to walk you through what types of things that are going on. I'm also going to share a personal story. I've been hit as well. So today I just found out that one of these crypto lending companies may be purchased by FTX, and I've got about $10,000 on that platform. So it's not all of my money because I've got money in about 8 different places. So I'm going to share that with you all as well. So yes, it has come home to bite me as well. This market is a hot mess. All right. Now, my name is Ida. I bring you crypto videos a few times per week. Please make sure you click on like, subscribe, and share. Remember, sharing is caring. And you all can see I am not miserable. I'm not in a bad mood, even though I've been impacted with a potentially large loss, and I'm going to tell you all why. All right, so make sure, if you haven't already, click on like and subscribe. Go ahead, just click on like right now and click on subscribe. Please click on subscribe. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. The first thing I want to do, I want to talk about just the market overall. Let's take a look at the market. The entire crypto market is about $941 trillion. Of that market, Bitcoin accounts for about 41% of the entire crypto market. So Bitcoin is 41% of the $941 trillion. Okay. Now, also, I'm on CoinGecko. Remember, you don't have to sign up. You don't have to pay for anything. Go to www.coingecko.com on your computer, or you can use the CoinGecko app if you want. So Bitcoin today was very interesting because Bitcoin is holding at 20,000. Bitcoin is a bad boy. It is strong. But I want you all to see Bitcoin dropped below 19,000 today. Look at that. Bitcoin dropped to about 18,900. 18,700. So Bitcoin did take a tumble, but it popped right back up. Look at that chart. It went from down right back up. So what that's telling you is that that's where people had their buys in. That they had their buys in. So Bitcoin is hanging in, and I like that because I do own some Bitcoin, thank God. And I'm going to be talking to you all about what I'm doing with my portfolio. I'm going to be doing some restructuring, but it's a lot. So I'm going to make a series of videos to tell you what I'm going to be buying, what I'm going to be selling. And I did buy today. I bought all kind of stuff. I bought Polygon Matic today. I bought Seller Network today. I bought BNB token. I also bought me some more Google. We're coming up to the stock split, and I bought me some more Amazon. So I just diversify, and I suggest you all do the same thing. All right, so here you all can take a look at the market so you can see what tokens you're invested in, which cryptos you're invested in. Take a look and see what's going on with your project. But you can see the strong projects, they pop back. They are hanging in. They are hanging in. Thank God. Okay, Polygon Matic is like 49 cents. You know, that's one of my favorite ones. And BNB token, that's another one. Number 5, it's at 227. It's hanging in tough also. So there's just a little bit about the market. You can take a look at that on your own, depending on what you're invested in. I've been buying a lot of Gala tokens, Sandbox, Gala, and Engine. Those are gaming tokens. I think that when we emerge out of this bear market, I think gaming is going to be a big winner. So that's just an FYI. All right, so now first let's take a look at Sam Bankman-Fried, and I've done videos on him before. He's a 20-something-year-old multi-billionaire. I think he's worth about $27 billion. He is the current day JP Morgan. Sam Bankman-Fried is a brilliant and generous young man, and he is actually purchasing a lot of the crypto lending exchanges that are in hot water. And he's smart. He is a smart young man. And so he also said a lot of crypto exchanges are already secretly insolvent. And so what you have is, you had Celsius, Voyager, and BlockFi. Those were the three major lending exchanges, and they would actually, when you deposit your crypto into their exchanges, they were using your crypto as collateral for loans, and they were earning high amounts of interest using your crypto. And what has happened is, a lot of these, when Bitcoin decreased in price, they got margin calls and they were unable to fulfill their contracts. They couldn't pay the money back. They didn't have it. So I'm going to walk you through and give you some more details about what happened. But I'm going to start with my own situation. Let me start with BlockFi, because I do have money. I've got about $10,000 on BlockFi. Now, here's the deal. I just checked my account, and they didn't say I couldn't make any withdrawals. I haven't received any kind of bad news from them. I also have a credit card with BlockFi where I earn free Bitcoin. So I haven't received any kind of a notification. So, you know, it is what it is. You know, I mean, it is. And then anyway, with BlockFi, even if I wanted to get my money, you can't get your crypto immediately. It takes them about a day or so to process your request for a withdrawal. So I'm just stuck like Chuck, okay? So this is a Johnny Gill moment. I want to say, my. It sure looks bad tonight. I know I can't sing. I'm not Johnny Gill. Okay, so let's talk about BlockFi. So supposedly, here's the deal. BlockFi, now they're denying that they're selling their exchange for $25 million, but Sam Bankman-Fried about a week or so ago loaned them $250 million so they can stay afloat. So they're saying we definitely did not sell for $25 million. So BlockFi CEO Zach Prince spoke out shortly after reports said that crypto billionaire Sam Bankman-Fried's FTX was days away from buying the struggling firm at a major discount. They're denying that. He said, I know it's a lot of rumors out there, but I can 100% confirm we aren't being sold for $25 million. He says, trust the details and only trust what you hear directly from us. So you know what? There it is. I'm just going to wait on it. I do know that Sam Bankman-Fried is a generous young man, and I know that he cares about retail investors like myself. So fingers crossed, so I don't have to sing Johnny Gill and lose my 10 grand, because the account is already down from about 40 grand to about 10 grand. So hopefully I don't lose my money, and I can get my money if he does buy them. I don't know. I'm just waiting, but I'm just not worried about it. You just can't be worried about when you speculate and you invest in this market. You just got to know that, you know, things can happen, and a lot of things are just happening. This market is a hot mess, but I do think some good things are going to come out of it. So I'm hanging in. I'm still not selling. I'm still accumulating. I'm just hanging in. I think the people that hang in are going to do the best. So, you know, this is not financial advice. Do your own research and make your own decisions according to your own life. This is your money. Make decisions about your stuff yourself. So there's BlockFi. So if you have BlockFi, you may want to take a look, follow it, make sure you know what's going on. But I think in the hands of Sam Bankman-Fried, I think we're going to probably get a decent deal. I hope so anyway. I hope I don't lose I only got $10,000 left in this particular account. That's why you spread your money out. I got money all kind of places. All right, so hopefully it works out. Hopefully it does. Now here's another thing that's going on. That's why this market it's a hot mess. It's heating up. Grayscale has been trying to get a Bitcoin ETF for years. And so an ETF is an exchange traded fund. It's almost like it's an index. And so if a Bitcoin ETF is approved, that would help to stabilize the price of Bitcoin. And so Grayscale has been doing all the right things, and I think they've gotten a really bad deal from Gary Gensler and the SEC. I think they're giving them the runaround, and Grayscale is sick of it. They are teed off and they are not having it, and they're going on the offense. And I like that. I like that they're going on the offense. The SEC rejected Grayscale's application to convert its Grayscale Bitcoin Trust to an exchange-traded fund earlier Wednesday. And you know what? Grayscale Investments filed a suit against the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission barely an hour after the regulatory agency rejected their application to convert its flagship Grayscale Bitcoin Trust product to an exchange-traded fund. I don't blame them. They was on it. Grayscale is sick of this, and so am I. There's no reason why the SEC should continue to decline them from approving them for a Bitcoin ETF. It's utterly ridiculous. It's crazy. But you know what? Grayscale turned right back around an hour later, I think like at midnight, and they filed suit. They're going on the offense against the SEC, and I like it. I like it. I like it. The SEC, they're just fooling around. They rejected Grayscale's application earlier Wednesday, citing concerns about market manipulation. Seriously? The role of Tether in the broader Bitcoin ecosystem, and the lack of a surveillance sharing agreement between a regulated market of significant size and a regulated exchange, echoing concerns the regulator has expressed for years in rejecting other spot Bitcoin ETF applications. You know what? I'm so over Gary Gensler and the SEC. They have missed the mark. I mean, the United States are going to miss it. They're going to miss it because they are fooling around. There's no reason why Grayscale, they're like the largest holder of Bitcoin in this type of a fund, and there's no reason. Okay, so they're suing them. And speaking of lawsuits, if you watch videos from BitBoy, I do watch his videos. He's a YouTuber. He has lost a ton of money in Celsius, and he was teed off. Boy, he wanted to fight. I think his name is Shavitsky or something like that. He was 38 hot. This is a hot mess. So he wanted to sue Celsius, but guess what? He remembered that he had promoted Celsius. So since BitBoy had promoted Celsius, he found out that he could not sue them. But what he did do, and I appreciate this, he actually hired some attorneys, and I think he was trying to funnel information to his viewers for people who had put their money on Celsius. He was trying to provide them with some information so that they could sue Celsius. But you know what? That Celsius is a goner. I can tell you right now, because Sam Bankman-Fried, he was actually, because this is the JP Morgan of today, he was going to bail out Celsius because he's got 27 billion. He found out that Celsius, how about their books are wrong. They got some shady stuff going on in Celsius. That's what it sounded like. So he passed. He passed on Celsius and said he don't want any parts of them. It's a hot mess. So Celsius can't get no help. So Celsius is going to be a goner. They hired some kind of outside agencies, some kind of outside attorneys, and I think they're looking to file bankruptcy, and you're probably not going to get your money back. And here's the sad thing about Celsius. A lot of people had their life savings on Celsius. And if you look on Twitter, and I just can't bear to read it, it's so many horrible, horrible stories. Some people have threatened suicide. Some people lost everything that they had because they had mortgaged their homes. They had invested money they shouldn't have invested. It's very sad. And for this company to misuse and abuse these people's money, even though we know we're taking a risk, we know that, but here's the deal. It's sad. That's why we need regulation, because people don't like regulation. I do, because I know, and I agree with Kevin O'Leary from Shark Tank. Not until we have regulation will the big money come into this space, point blank, okay? And for people to lose their money, that's crazy. A lot of people, and it's sad. If I've seen so many stories, and I feel so sorry for those people. If I lose my 10 grand off of BlockFi, you know what? I mean, it is what it is, okay? That's not all the money that I have. And so, and that's not life-changing for me. I'd be very distressed and very upset, but it's not life-changing. All right, so Celsius, I believe, is a goner. Now, Voyager, they are a different story. Voyager, they actually had decreased their withdrawal limit to like 10,000. And there was a company, an investment company, Three Arrows, and Three Arrows actually went under. Three Arrows went under, and they owed Voyager a ton of money. They owed Voyager a ton of money, and Voyager actually had to liquidate Three Arrows Capital. They had to liquidate their position to get some of their money back. Now, Voyager might be saved. Possibly. I think they're working on some things. But you know what's getting ready to happen in the market, guys? They're consolidating. The winners are going to win. This will be a survival of the fittest. So whoever is fit is going to emerge in out of this bear market, and they will emerge stronger. So that's why I'm going to do some consolidation and reassessment of my portfolio as well. So I think Voyager is a goner. Voyager, BlockFi, and Celsius, those were crypto lending platforms. And basically, here's what you could do. Let's say, for example, you had $20,000 in Bitcoin. You could take your $20,000 in Bitcoin, and let's say you needed $10,000. Well, instead of selling your Bitcoin, you could get a loan on your Bitcoin for 10,000 bucks. You give them $20,000 in Bitcoin. They give you a loan for $10,000, and the reason for people doing that, they didn't want to sell their crypto. So you could actually still own your crypto. You're just using it to secure. It's like a secure loan, right? But what happens is when the price of Bitcoin goes down, your loan is no longer fully secured. So you have to deposit more crypto, or they will liquidate your position. Okay. And so that's what happened. So now what I did, thank God, I never took out any loans on my crypto. If I needed money, I just sold the crypto. That was it. If I needed some money, I got the crypto, I'm selling the crypto. And thank God I did it that way. But a lot of people didn't. They used their crypto to get loans. So that's what they did. And so that's what happened. So Voyager, they may live. And so Do Kwon and Terra Luna, this is partially what started all this domino. Terra Luna collapsed. Terra, there was a UST stable coin, which was a Terra, Terra stable coin. That stable coin was supposed to always be worth $1. It got depegged. What that means is it was no longer worth $1. It dropped to 95 cents, then 85 cents, then 60 cents. So what happened was US Terra collapsed. And it collapsed because of Terra Luna. And US Terra was supposed to be backed by Bitcoin. So when the price of Bitcoin went down, some big boys did some trickery stuff and brought the entire US Terra stablecoin down, and down with Terra Luna. People lost billions of dollars. And it is said Do Kwon, who was the CEO of Terra Luna Labs, he's arrogant. And they are saying that Do Kwon stole about $2.7 billion. They said he funneled some money, transferred a lot of Bitcoin before the collapse of Terra Luna, but he denied it. He said, Do Kwon said he did not do that, but people swear by it, and a lot of people were hurt with the Terra Luna because Terra Luna went from like $100 to like 5 cents in like 2 weeks or a week or so. It was crazy. That's why you don't FOMO, fear of missing out. Never, 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 never chase a coin. When a coin starts running and going up, wait for it to pull back. They always pull back. And if they don't pull back, guess what? You just miss out. Don't chase, don't chase, don't chase. Do not chase these coins when you see them taking off. So as you all can see, we got lawsuits going on. I think Celsius is getting ready to file bankruptcy. I think BlockFi is getting ready to be bought by FTX. And that is where I have one of my accounts, so I'll keep you all posted on that. But right now, this crypto market is a hot mess. But It's down, but not out. I still believe in the technology of blockchain. I still believe this is the technology of the future. I think that this will purge a lot of the trash out of our market. And I think that all the winners are going to emerge. I think we're going to also start seeing some merges. I think we're going to see some buyouts. I think we're going to see a lot of consolidation within these different chains. And that's going to be good, right? It'll be good. So that's what we have. So yeah, it's a hot mess, but I'm still accumulating. I'm going to accumulate even with my accounts down. Even with the BlockFi, that is the cost of being rich. I just thank God. I am thanking God that I've structured my portfolio the way that I have. I kept things simple, guys. I diversified. I researched. I had really good projects, and I took a lot of cash off the table when my projects increased in prices. So I thank God for that. And so you all just listen. Just pay attention. Have conviction in what you purchase, and I'll keep you all posted. All right, so my name is Ida. I bring you all videos a few times per week. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and accumulate. Share and accumulate. All right, not financial advice. Until next time.